Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get him in your lineups. Get him in there, and let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. What is going on? Shout out to the fam. Welcome to the DFS Sweatshop. I am, of course, your host, the DFS Jerusalem. You can find me, as you see here plainly on your screen, at DFS Jerusalem. NFL sucked for me this week. Horrible. Wrote out 10 lines. The only 2 lines I cashed were the 2 worst quarterbacks, per se, that I could play for. And I had, not really. I had 2 lines I cashed. One was a golf lineup. That was a straight-up stack of St. Louis. And the funny part about that is I stacked everybody but Robert Woods. I had 2 wide receivers. I had Cooper Kupp. I had Watkins. They were decent. I had, of course, Goff and then Gurley. Absolutely no Robert Woods, even though we talked about him a lot when we chopped it up last night. But it was oh my god. It was bad. It was bad. Then the other one I had, of course, was who's the other guy? Oh, Keenum. I had Keenum. I had some Keenum, and that was a good one. But of course, I didn't have Thielen. I had Keenum. I had Rudolph. I had Diggs. All of those guys were good. No Thielen. So when I saw all that stuff going down, I knew it was not going to be a great NFL slate for me. So that's the good thing about NBA, man. Is now we get back to the money. We are ready to get it in. But first, before we get to that, man, hey, I look at you guys as the fam, the squad. I really pull no punches when it comes to discussing things with you. Got a little scared right now. Okay. I'm gonna talk with you all honestly. Okay, I've been feeling in my lower belly growing area like a pressure feeling. Like it's been a pressure in my nuts, and it's like a weighing down pressure, and it feels it's uncomfortable. I've had the same dick and balls for my whole life, and I've always felt balanced with them. One ball's bigger than the other. No 2 balls are alike. All of that good stuff. But I've just been feeling a pressure in my balls, in my groin area, from the abdomen. I wish I could get up and like whip it out and show y'all, but this is a family show. And it's been bothering me over the last week. And me, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like me. I rarely go to the doctor to get exams. Like honestly, I can't remember the last time I even been to the doctor, and to have for no reason. Like, I'm just here because I care about my body and I want to get a checkup. Like, that's not me. I've never done that. I've never been that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a really uncomfortable feeling. So of course I'm panicking. I'm running around. I'm looking on WebMD trying to diagnose myself, and it's like testicular cancer. It's a hernia. It's it's just something. It's something. You know what I'm saying? It's anything. So I talked to my wife about it, and she did like the ball test. Bro, you might have testicular torsion. You see what I'm saying? Like, and now it's about that time, bro. Now it's about that time And I'm talking to you all because, and there might be some ladies in the house. I'm sorry if this is crossing the line for you ladies, but most of you are guys that are around my similar age. You know what I'm saying? And around this time, man, between 30 to that 50 year, that's kind of where you figure out what you're gonna die from, kind of, so to speak. So I talked to my wife about it, and she's a little younger than me, but she's smarter than me, of course. That's why she's my wife. She is going to schedule a doctor's appointment for me where I can, get myself kind of checked out, man, because when your body just ain't feeling right. And I don't want to speak any ailment or illness on myself, but what I do want to find out if there's anything wrong. I want to be ahead of it and try to get it treated as soon as possible. So, believe it or not, having that problem, yeah. And I say that because just to share that with you all, y'all please get yourself checked out. Do you have to stick their thumb in your butt or their finger in your butt for like some prostate type shit? I don't know. Yo, I don't go to the doctor, bro. I never get sick. I don't go to the doctor. I feel like the same way I did when I was 18 until my balls started aching, you know what I'm saying? Or my stomach. I felt the same way. So, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So old age is catching up to me, I guess. The nuts are getting old, and things are starting to give me problems. So and it's funny because my birthday is on Tuesday, so it would suck on my birthday to find out that I have like irregular balls or something like that. I didn't drink any Crown Royal tonight. I just love y'all, and I feel comfortable with y'all, man. I didn't drink anything tonight. I don't drink anymore. So, but I just wanted to, I don't know, y'all are the fam, man. I just had to talk to y'all. And if your balls are heavy, go get them checked out. Pretty much, that's it. So, let's go ahead and get on to this thing. Just to talk a little about what happened. Pretty solid games today, NBA. I didn't play any. I threw one lineup in, didn't cash, really didn't care too much. It was pretty much all about a church day and the fam for me, so I didn't pay. No pain in my lower back. Nope. Y'all was on WebMD like searching. It's just the frontal region. It's like a tightness, heaviness on the ball. So let's go ahead, man, and chop up the slate. Now we do on this is a nice one. I went ahead and took a quick look. I don't normally do that. Normally I take my first look with you all, but I went ahead and took a quick look, man. There's a lot of stuff that I like, bro. There really is. I mean, okay. Let's take a look. We're rocking out. This is DraftKings scoring. Let's go there first. We're gonna look at the top of the DraftKings scoring. You're gonna see Boogie against Atlanta in Atlanta. You've got Anthony Davis at 11K. So those two guys will be priced the highest. You got LeBron James going to New York. Now, the New York Knicks were just in Cleveland and beat them. So you got to think LeBron's going to want to turn it all the way up at 10.7. Solid price for LeBron. You got Giannis in a really plus matchup. In my opinion, against the Memphis Grizzlies. Nobody can cover him. Then you've got Kevin Durant going to Orlando with the Golden State Warriors at 9.7. But that game could very well be a blowout. You got John Wall. We know how much Sacramento struggles against point guards. If Steph is out, he's a game-time decision already. If Steph is out, that definitely bumps up some of those Golden State guys. You got Dame, who's in line for a big game against the Denver Nuggets in Denver. I like that one. So this is some solid stuff at the top, bro. I think if you make the right decision at the top, everything else can fall into place because this seems to me like a no-brainer slate. I think the most thinking I'm gonna have to do in terms of building my rosters is gonna be at the top. Do you drink enough water? Yo, Corey, I drink 0 water. I'm such a man and an idiot because I think, well, I drink coffee every morning. Water isn't coffee. I drink water. I'm such an idiot, bro. I'm such an idiot. So, let's take a look at the FanDuel and see how that shakes out with the pricing over on the duel. Let's take a look. Okay. Go check that out. We're gonna look at FanDuel at the pricing there. You pulled your groin, homie. I hope not. I think did I pull my groin hitting that coochie or something? Because I've been doing that a lot. I don't understand what the, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here we go. We got Boogie at 11.7. He's the same price on FanDuel as he is on DraftKings. Think about that. You've got AD at 11.4. LeBron James 11.2. So he's cheaper on DK, much cheaper on DK than he is on FanDuel. You got Giannis is at 12K. That's just ridiculous. Like that's a lot to pay for him, bro. That's a lot to pay for him. Then you've got LeBron's at 11.2, KD 10.2, John Wall 9.7. So that kind of makes John Wall, but I feel, a pretty decent value because he's the same price on DraftKings that he is on FanDuel. So that's something that you can take a look at. Kristaps, fairly similar in price. I think he's 9.5 or 9.4 on DraftKings, but he's 9.6 on the dual. Big Game Dame at 9.6. I like that. Jokic 9.4, a little bit too expensive for me. Yo, that's just a little too expensive for me. That is. Then you've got Ben Simmons at 9.3. Gobert, of course, we know Gobert's out. That changes things a lot. Embiid is 8.8, but he's 7.9 on DraftKings. Nurk is priced all the way up on FanDuel 8.4, but he's priced down some on DraftKings in that return. To the Denver Nuggets. So, and see, yo, and this one I like this one because you look at Nurkic, and the story is the revenge narrative. Nurk going back to Denver. Well, how about Jokic showing Nurkic that I'm the reason they got rid of your ass, and I'm going to show you why in the triple-double going ham. Like, think of it that way. So now that we know what we got at the top, and this is a slate that I feel like if you get the top right, everything else should fall into place. Everything else should fall into place. So let's go ahead, chop it up. We'll be working for the DraftKings as a point of reference, rolling through the games. First game we got is going to be the Sacramento Kings and the Washington Wizards. Very seldom do you see the Kings play this early, man. And, yo, the New England Patriots are running up the score on the Denver Broncos. Just running it the fuck up, bro. Defensive touchdown at all, man. They are running it all the way up. Yeah, Gronk just caught. Yeah, this is bad. All right, so here we go. Who do you like here? Sacramento going to Washington. It's a 210-point total with an 11.5-point spread here in favor of the home Wizards. John Wall, 9.7, a guy I'm definitely going to be considering. Take a look at him. Bradley Beal, I kind of like Beal. I love Otto Porter today. I fucking love. Otto Porter is Corey. He's really Corey. He's like one of my favorite plays. Like just looking at the slate, I love. You get him under 7K. Very solid matchup. Nobody on the Sacramento side can hold him. Take a look at Otto Porter, man. I kind of like him at 6.7 here on DK. Actually, I like him a lot. I think that Kelly Oubre Jr. at 4.4 is in play. That's if you believe in this 11.5-point spread. I think you can take a look at him. On the other side, outside of De'Aaron Fox, just playing a lot of minutes because the game might get blown out. See, De'Aaron Fox is going to play regardless of what. The game blows out, De'Aaron's going to be on the court. The game stays close. That means he came off of the bench and played well. So I do like De'Aaron Fox here. I think Buddy Hield is also in play. Maybe, and just maybe, you can play some Willie Cauley-Stein at 4.3 because Marcin Gortat is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a good defender. So that's somebody that you could definitely take a look at if you needed to. And he's fairly cheap, man. 4.3, fairly cheap, and has been playing well as of late, building confidence. I think he just had like a decent game against Joel Embiid. I think was that it? Yeah, 27.3 against Joel Embiid, and the price went down on him. Now he's like 4.3. So if he can do that against Embiid, you know, I think he should be able to do well against Marcin Gortat. So next game we got is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers going to New York, take on my New York Knicks. Believe it or not, man, it's only a 4-point spread here. The Cleveland the Cleveland Cavaliers are rolling into New York, carrying a 4.5-point favorite tag, and you've got a 219.5-point total. That's a fairly solid amount of points, man, for a spread to be that close, 4.5, to get a almost 220-point total. That's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna tell you a few guys I like. I love LeBron here in this spot. Going to New York, I definitely think that he is usable, like without question. I think he's usable. LeBron, wait a minute, what is this? I want to make sure this is correct because I think he was cheaper on. He was like 10 something on DraftKings. He was like 10 something. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go back and get things separate. Okay, cool. Go back, make sure I got the right guys. Okay, cool. Because I had Cauley-Stein, I had De'Aaron Fox, were the two I liked here. I like John Wall. Bradley Beal was in play, but I loved Otto Porter. Cool. And then maybe some Kelly Oubre if the game does get away. And then Cleveland, we went over it. So we've got Kevin Love at 7.5, yes. But I love LeBron James here at 10.7. And, yo, that could be like a safe floor play. It could be like, yo, just you know, play LeBron, get that 50-point floor that you know you're going to get from him, and keep it moving. Let's take a look at it, what he's been doing. 48, 60, 56, 92, 61, 43, 32 in that one game against New Orleans, 70 against Brooklyn, 64. Yeah, LeBron's like one of the safest plays on the slate, man. And it is like that sometimes for him. On the other side, this truly could be a Tim Hardaway Jr. smash spot because we know how bad the Cleveland Cavaliers have been against not only point guards, but just the best perimeter player the team has to offer. And you look at Tim Hardaway Jr., he is absolutely that guy. So and a lot of it depends on if his shot is falling. He's going to be leading the team in usage at 33.9%, just ahead of Kristaps Porzingis and Courtney Lee. And even Courtney Lee is a guy you look at 4.1. I kind of like him in this spot. Give me some Frank Nitti off of the bench at 3.8. Very cheap guy there. I can get behind him. I don't love too much else for the Cleveland side. I think that you don't have to get too jiggy with it. It's a 9-game slate. There's going to be enough meat on the bone. We don't have to go too deep into benches. The next game we got is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies going to Milwaukee to take on the Bucks. It's only a 203.5-point total, but do not let those low totals scare you, man. What that means is the bulk of the points are going to come from the usual suspects. That means Giannis. If I'm not playing Giannis, I'm going to play. If I'm not playing LeBron, I'm going to have some Giannis. I love him in this spot. Eric Bledsoe is a no for me. He has to show me he can have a good game first before I can play him with confidence. And he's going to be like the only guy virtually that I really like from the Milwaukee side. Talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. On the other side, I think this is a very good spot. Very good spot for Marc Gasol. I can see him going in at 7.2, very cheaply priced. Give us a solid double-double. Give me some Mike Conley here. I can play him at 6.5 as well. Dylan Brooks, if he's starting, he probably won't, but that's usable. Maybe some Tyreek Evans off of the bench is a guy that I can get behind here. So there's a lot to like. Hardaway always balls out against Cleveland, coming from Corey Randall. Wonderful. Next game we got is going to be the Atlanta Hawks and the New Orleans Pelicans. I can kill it right now. I'm not playing Dwayne Dedmon. I'm not playing Dwayne Dedmon in the spot. I don't feel like I have to. It just doesn't make sense to play Dwayne Dedmon here. Like, I don't have to. This is not a spot where, oh my god, like I need Dwayne Dedmon. So Torian Prince does interest me at 5.3. No, I don't really love Dennis Schroeder much. Bays, maybe some Bays at 5K is a guy that we can look to. If you want to get real jiggy with it, maybe some John Collins, but I'm not a big fan of that. I can play him, but I'm not a big fan. But I love Drew Holiday in this spot, man. 38% usage. Funny, he's third in the team in usage, and that's because Anthony Davis has one of the highest usages in the league at 40.9%. Then you see Boogie at 39.9. To me, I just don't feel like it's a Boogie night. I really don't. But he's playable. Of course, he's playable. He's Boogie Cousins. He's playable. As is Anthony Davis. But my favorite guy from this game is actually going to be Drew Holiday, man. I love him in the spot against Dennis Schroeder. You knew we love, we love to attack the Atlanta Hawks, especially on the road at the point guard spot. So that's definitely a guy that I can consider. And even Jameer Nelson at 3.9, if you need to dig a little bit deeper, is a guy that you can use. Next game we got is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker, man, 8K. I like him in this spot. Definitely think he's usable. Give me some Lonzo Ball, man. It's one of the worst teams in the league against point guards. And Lonzo showed you the last game out what he can do now. Are we saying he's gonna drop another triple-double? No, but what I am saying is that Phoenix have been getting their ass handed to them all year long by point guards, and I don't see why Lonzo Ball couldn't have a very good game against them, even priced at 7.3. So he is usable. Kuzma, maybe at 6.4 is a guy that we can take a look at. I kind of like Julius Randle off of the bench here at 5.3. He's somebody that I'm going to be taking a look at, definitely. And maybe Brook Lopez is very cheap at 5.6. Another guy I think we can use. On the other side, TJ Warren does interest me a lot, man. 6.2 is a very solid price for Warren in this spot. We're going to get Tyson Chandler. He's probably going to be starting. You got Alex Len coming off of the bench. Don't really love him much. Mike James at 4.9 looks to be very usable here in this spot because, I don't really fear Lonzo Ball defense. I really don't. It's becoming law to attack ATL on the boards. Okay? Yeah, I do like Randolph for the bench. I do like Randolph for the bench. I do like him. So, and I think people are going to want to try to game stack this one. And I get it. It makes perfect sense. But I'm going to pick the pieces that I like the most and then just rock with that. The next game we got is going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Utah Jazz. These teams just traded everything for each other. And you're going to see the Minnesota Timberwolves carry some of those same cats back to Utah, where Ricky Rubio will be waiting patiently in the 29th ranked DVP against point guards. And I'm telling you, Jeff Teague is not good and not good defensively. He is not. So Ricky Rubio, Rubio and Favors are in play for me. I kind of like them, even Donovan Mitchell. And all of this opens up because we know that the homie's going to be up for at least for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So Joe Johnson is out. Of course, Exum is out. He's always out. And as is Rudy Gobert is out. So those are some guys that I definitely want to have some exposure to. And I hope they don't run foul except for those shots like they did last time. Like, what was that for? But yeah, with no Gobert, man, you've got to take a look at some of these cats. On the other side, Karl Anthony Towns is in play for me at 8.6. I like that. It's a very cheap price for him on DK. Jimmy Butler under 7K, definitely usable here in this spot. Even Jeff Teague at 6.2 is cool. This could be like a game stack that nobody wants to use. This could be like a cheap contrarian game stack because everybody's going to go to LA Phoenix. This could be the one. So I kind of like this one here. The next game we got is going to be the Denver Nuggets. Well, yeah, everybody's going to go to LA Phoenix and then Denver and Portland. Denver Nuggets going to Portland, taking on Trailblazers. 209.5 point total. Of course, the Portland Trailblazers are at home, giving up 1 point. You give me Dame. You give me CJ. This is a day where I will tell you that there's going to be some days where I tell you, play Kyle Lowry, play DeRozan together, or play Dame, play CJ together. They both sucked ass last time out. That's not the case today. That's not going to happen tonight against the Denver Nuggets. I'm telling you, I like Dame, I like CJ, where I'm going to have one or both of these cats in pretty much every lineup that I make initially. I can see that right now. Like I love the spot they're in against the Denver Nuggets here, especially if we don't get one of the league's best young perimeter defenders out there in Gary Harris. Like if Will Barton starts, oh my God, like he's like he's the open door policy to the rim, and that's what these guys do. Especially Dame, like he attacks the basket. So you give me Dame, you give me CJ McCollum. I think Nurk, of course, is going to be in play at 7.1. I would much rather have Jokic at 8.4 in this spot. Millsap at 7K looks to be usable, but I don't love him a lot. If Will Barton plays, I can get behind that at 6K. And Jamal Murray, especially if Chris Harris doesn't play. Give me Jamal Murray, and maybe I'll bite a piece of that Emmanuel Mudiay chalk at 4.7. But yeah. This could be a good one. This could be good. Yeah, Nurk had 62 last time out against. Yes, let's take a look at what Nurk did last time against the Nuggets. Yeah, because he showed out against them. Yeah, he has 62 last year against them. He showed all the way out. I remember that game quite well. So that should be a good one. Next game we got is going to be the Orlando Magic and the Golden State Warriors. 14.5 point differential here in a 232 point total. I mean, you got everything from Vucevic to Gordon, and you might not see a lot of this shit, man. This is bad. I really hope that Steph Curry sits out and we see some value just open up, because you look at Sean Livingston that could get the start here if you don't see Steph Curry, and that's pretty much the only like true backup point guard that this team boasts. So Curry, I'm not going to be playing him at all. If he plays or not, I'm not going to be playing him. I do think Kevin Durant's going to be in play here. Maybe some Draymond at 7.6 looks pretty usable. And of course, if we don't see Curry, I can look to Sean Livingston here at 3.5. On the other side, man, as much as I would love to just play, like, I mean, who are you gonna play? You gonna play Shelvin Mack? Fuck no, you're not gonna play Shelvin Mack. If Payton is out, DJ Augustine is gonna be out. Jonathan Isaac may be out. Like, you're not gonna play Shelvin Mack. Maybe some Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon, even Jokic. I mean, excuse me, Vucevic, because we do know that the Golden State Warriors can give it up to centers in some spots. Iguodala is also another guy that we can take a look at here as well. Oh, but he might be out. Iguodala might be out, so we need to make sure he plays. Then we've got the last game on the slate is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers going to Los Angeles to take on the Clippers. It's 218.5 point total. Pretty nice total with a 1-point spread. That means, yo, I'm going to play a lot of you. I like DeAndre Jordan. I love Ben Simmons. Absolutely love Ben Simmons. I think Joel Embiid is in play. Robert Covington is a guy. Can stroke the deep ball. Could be in play here. Absolutely love Dario Saric. If I had to make a Philadelphia stack right now, it'd be Saric, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. Love those three guys. Who else? Okay, Markelle Fultz, because we know he's out. Jared Bayless probably is going to still be out. So that's going to open up the door a little bit for TJ McConnell here. And the thing about this is, I really don't, you know, the Clippers don't really give up a lot to point guards, right? But Ben Simmons is not that type of guy. Ben Simmons is somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ben Simmons is a different guy. And I'm telling you what's going to come up a lot is the revenge narrative with J.J. Redick. And J.J. Redick, he got drafted by Orlando, played with the Clippers for a little while, moved on. It's not like he was like a part of some world-beating team that got traded away and there's a ton of bad blood. It's not even like that. It's like he's J.J. Redick. The narrative is only as good as the player. And J.J. Redick, quite frankly, is not like an awesome player where that narrative is going to move me to the point to where I'm going to have some J.J. Redick somewhere because he might go off. And if he doesn't, it's going to kill me. Like, that's not what's going to happen, in my opinion. I don't have to have J.J. Redick here. If anything, give me DeAndre Jordan, maybe some Blake Griffin at 8.7, and I think Sweet Lou Williams off of the bench at 5.6 because he does see 25 minutes most nights, can be in play. That's pretty much how I'm taking that one. I don't have to go ham and grab a lot of J.J. Redick. I really don't. So you've got this is my initial player pool, man. This is how I'm rocking. We're going to roll through and just highlight the guys on FanDuel sort of as a way to, sort of, I guess, a way to take a look and see the coaches on the Sweet Lou tomorrow. Yeah, I like Sweet Lou tomorrow. Just look at it as a way to see what the price differences are. Like, what's happening in the way of price differences from one site to the next. Okay. So we're gonna go to Cleveland and check on some of these. Like, Kristaps is priced up 9.6. Wow, that's a lot. Cantor 6.6, usable on FanDuel. Hardaway Jr. 6K on FanDuel. That's usable. Courtney Lee 4.7. Yeah, you can use that. Love 7.5. Sure. LeBron's a little bit more pricey on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. If Mo don't like the player, he will go off. That has been known to happen. You got Memphis and Milwaukee. This is on FanDuel. Giannis is just way too expensive on FanDuel. Man, I cannot do that. I'll take the 10.8 or something on DraftKings and fade him on FanDuel. That's just too much, man. Marc Gasol, I like that 7.6 for him. Mike Conley 6.9. That's around the same target area that I want to be. Ricky Reek, a little bit too expensive on FanDuel, but I could play him, I guess, if I needed to, because I do like him in the spot. Bledsoe 6.4. Nah. Atlanta, New Orleans. Okay, so we got 11.7 for Boogie. Yes, playable. AD 11.4. I guess that's playable. Drew Holiday 7K. Yeah, I get behind that. Schroeder, don't love him, but Taurean Prince, yes, we talked about him at 5.8. Kent Bazemore 5.2. Luke Babbitt 3.4 is pretty cheap too on FanDuel. That looks pretty good. As is John Collins. LA Lonzo Ball 7.6. He's 7.3 on DraftKings. That's doable. I don't have a problem there. Brook Lopez 5.7 on FanDuel, usable. Judas 5.2. Julius Randle is usable here. Devin Booker at 7.4. Hell yeah. Yo, Devin Booker, okay. That's a primary play. Write it down. Yo, I want y'all to look at this, okay? Because D Book is 8K on DraftKings. That means DraftKings thinks he's gonna play well. He's 7.4 on FanDuel. That is a tremendous discount you're getting for Devin Booker on FanDuel. Might be a guy that you might want to really take exception to it and get him in there. TJ Warren 7.1, not too expensive, but he's approaching a spot where it's tough. Mike James 5.3, nah, that's a little too much for me. I don't like that. Minnesota, Utah, Rick Rubio 7.5. Okay. Derek Favors, yeah, you can do that. Maybe, yeah. Donovan Mitchell looks good. Towns 9.4, a little bit too much. Jimmy Butler 7.1, yes. Def Teague, cheap 6.5, yeah, I can do that. Wiggins 6.1, that looks good too. Denver and Portland, let's go. We got Jokic 9.4, too much. Millsap 7.3, yeah. Barton 6.1, yeah. Jamal Murray. Yo, Jamal Murray is cheaper on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. That's two players right there, man, that you should take a look at. Them. CJ McCollum, 7K, yes. I like him more than I like Dame, but I like him as much as I like Dame, but Dame is in play at 9.6 too. I kind of like that. Then we got Orlando, Golden State. Don't love a lot of cats here. He's gonna have to be out. Curry's gonna have to be out for me to really, get invested in this game. Rubio Revenge, it's different. Rubio Revenge is different because they're coming to Utah. When Rubio goes to Minnesota and he plays in front of the fans that loved him when he got drafted there, either when a guy goes back to a team he's been traded from that way, he feels one of two ways, and both of those ways motivate him to play well. Either it's a nostalgic feeling because the fans loved him and they knew that it was either time for him to go, or he should have stayed with the team, or it was the guy just left because he's a villain, and when he comes back, the crowd hates him and they boo him, and the guy wants to play well for that. You know what I'm saying? So those type of narratives, like the revenge joints, I like to play them when the guy is going to where he left, not when the team that he left is coming to him. You see what I'm saying? Rubio dropped 42 FanDuel points last time out. Exactly. So, okay, Vooch at 7.7. That looks pretty good to me. I can use that one. Aaron Gordon, yes. Fournier, yes. I like that. Maybe KD is priced up, but I think you can play him. Draymond priced up, but I think you can play him as well. Then we got Philly and the Clippers. Blake Griffin, 8.4. That's cheap, bro. That's cheap for Blake. DeAndre Jordan, 7.2. That's not bad. The coach's son, 5.4. That's not bad either. Covington, 6.3. Yeah, Embiid, 8.8. Little expensive. As is Ben Simmons. I'm not paying 9.3 for Ben Simmons. Embiid, maybe. And Dario Saric, 4.6. Yes. Saric is another guy. So those are three guys that I kind of want you to take a look at. Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, Dario Saric, all of those guys, really cheap on FanDuel. Really cheap. Do you trust Rubio for cash games? Yeah, I could play Rubio on cash games. I could play Rubio on cash. I could. Let's take a look at what he did last time. Let's look. Against the Timberwolves. 42. Yep, and that was like a couple weeks ago. He dropped 42 on. And that game was exactly. That was in Minnesota. You see what I'm saying? Like he went back to where he was. Yeah, because they did like a little tribute to him. Yeah. So and that would be all about it then. We had a piece of that. But when they come to Utah, it's not really the same. The revenge narrative really isn't the same. It really is. So thank you for rolling with us through today's episode of the DFS Sweatshop Live. If you want to be a part of this thing, this is very easy because what we did was we established our initial player pool. Like we have a pool of players that we like, right? And we're going to take this, go into the DFS Sweatshop VIP, and we are going to build some really super dope lines and win all of the monies. If you want to be a part of that, very simple. Go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. Upon your paid subscription, I will welcome you into the very best Facebook group online, and we can get to the money together. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much. If you're on FanDuel, keep it $450. If you're on DraftKings, keep it $350. You're rocking with me, where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we always keep it 300. Peace.